Hello, welcome back to BSLIVE. Today I want to show you how you can use grease pencil in Blender to kind of like plan and storyboard like some kind of action movie, or imagine your character is like a ninja and you have like a bunch of obstacles here represented by cube, and then you have multiple camera here that's placed and positioned. So when you're doing your character animations, you can sort of do it as fast as possible. So this is like a grease pencil doodle that I did. The whole thing is actually quite impromptu, like so a lot of improvisations, and you can make anything. Just think of it like it could be like a therapy or a meditational thing. And your character is okay. That's like a glitch. I just want to show you, if you draw grease pencil on a camera, the actual grease pencil is looking like crazy like that, but from the camera angle it looks correct. I will show you why I did that. So character is doing that, actions, and going up the wall, and then and it turns into, I don't know, it just flies into the sky. I don't know. So this is one example. Let's start from nothing. By default you have camera, cube, and light. You can delete everything. Select all using A and then X, delete. So let's save this as story improv. So this is like really like improvisation. And you, first of all, you want to create obstacles. So just create a cube. Just draw whatever, like I will do similar thing to what I did. Okay, anyway, we have a bunch of blocks, so the character is going to do a parkour, and then maybe there's a wall here and it's gonna need to jump a couple of boxes. It's a little bit harder, and then he needs to climb up this wall. Okay, so at the moment it sounds really complicated, and you want to plan the scenes so you can move around the camera. This is the 3D view, right? It's not an actual camera. We don't have camera here, but we want to plan it. We want to plan it really quickly. I suggest you the tool we can use today is the Stored Views add-on. This one actually comes with Blender. It's super useful. Let me show you how one way we can use it. I actually just I tried this tool earlier today, and I thought, okay, this could be useful if you actually want to plan something and you want to doodle something using grease pencil, and you want to draw it from the camera view. Okay, so let's say you want to start from here. Your character is probably here. Okay, you kind of have this idea. Okay, I like this angle roughly. You are the cinematographer, you are the director, you want to store this view. Let's just save this current view, and now we have this view that we already stored. Okay, you can, I think you can name it, but for example, your character at some point needs to move into this block. Okay, save another view. So you have one first view, second view, and then at some point your character needs to make a jump here, so you have a new camera angle. Save another view. Okay, and yeah, your character should be here on this block, and then he needs to make a jump to here. Okay, so you save another camera, and character will be up here, and your character needs to jump like a, you know, like a Mario, Super Mario. This is the platform, and then just save this current view. At some point he needs to make a jump. I don't know, you pick the angle that you're happy with, save, and then character will be here, and then climbing up until up here. Okay, you have a couple of view. Like I said, this is still just 3D view, so you can switch between view. Okay, cool. Alright, so at this point you can create new camera to view. Okay, so that's important. Let's start to create our camera. This is frame number 1. Save. New camera to view. Okay, now we have our camera. You can adjust the camera still at this point, but just leave it for now, and then you maybe just convert all of them into new camera. While doing that, you can actually create marker. Okay, marker, and then bind the camera. You can do it from here. Add camera marker. So it's gonna bind the camera on that view, and then we switch to a different camera at this point, and then create another marker. So alright, so you get the idea. So let's continue. So character is over there, and then move to the second box, and then he look around, and then new camera, create marker. So we have a lot of camera here, a lot of different cut. New camera, create marker. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Character jump. Maybe camera pans a little bit. Now we need camera number 4. Okay, character is climbing up. Maybe at this point it's getting a little bit complicated. Maybe I shouldn't make too many cameras, but let's continue. View number 5. New camera, create marker. You can always adjust the camera marker at any time. This is still just planning. We haven't drawn our grease pencil yet. Camera number 6, view. Okay, this is finally one more camera, and then just create marker. Okay, now we have multiple cameras, right? The cool thing, okay, with Blender, with the marker and the bind camera that's bound to the marker, you can see here, if you check under render, the active camera that's gonna be rendered, it's gonna change itself. Okay, so you can always go out of camera and then go back to your camera, active camera, or numpad 0, and it's gonna be your view as a director. And we can start actually drawing in front of the camera. Okay, so file, save. We're gonna start drawing our grease pencil. This is I'm scrolling, so we don't need this stored views add-on anymore. We can hide it. We can start drawing and doodling. Yeah, Shift A, create grease pencil blank, and then we're gonna switch to draw mode. You're gonna be storyboard artist or like a director doodling in front of camera. We're gonna draw this. You can either use 3D cursor. Like if you use 3D cursor, you can place your grease pencil there and then just doodle. That's one way to do it, but I will just be using surface, or you can also use origin. I think surface should work. And then yeah, let's try switch to draw. Right click, strength 100%, because we're just gonna doodle like a character. And we need to turn on the auto keying and adjust the radius. Okay, until you're happy, because the stroke will define how thick your character is gonna be, how thick your doodle. okay, for simplicity, maybe our character can be just like a character with 2 legs. And yeah, you can start drawing with the, you can also turn on the onion skinning. Where's the onion skinning? Yeah, I think that should be fine. Anyway, maybe your character, okay, I draw the body now. You might notice the glitch there. That's because when we are drawing from the camera, we are actually drawing it like this. We are from inside the camera and we are doodling. I don't think that should happen, but anyway, your character is looking around and the character needs to go down there. So once your character is actually, once you draw it with the surface, it won't have that glitch. Oh no, I keep drawing like a bipedal human. But anyway, it's just like an example. Your character jump over, or maybe just drop into this surface. And yeah, maybe you just look around here and you switch to another camera. Character needs to make a move. So maybe character is like some kind of like a ninja or a secret agent, and yeah, you don't need to draw every frame. Actually, I overdraw it. If you are like storyboard artist, maybe you only need to draw like the key action, key poses. You don't need to draw everything, but it's like, it is like just like animatic. By the way, this glitch happens also because maybe there's a camera in front of it. Maybe I should hide this camera so it doesn't disturb the storyboard. So anyway, the character perhaps made a jump into the new surface. So as long you understand what's going on, I mean, you can, because this is like storyboarding, maybe you can have like line of actions. Character make a jump. Okay, your character is now here. After you do this like doodle using grease pencil, this is not the final. Of course, if you are doing like a 2D animations, you will need to redraw what's going on top of this. But if you're actually, because if you're working in 3D and you want to create 3D animatic, your character is, you're gonna have your character rig, and you will place your character in the actual 3D positions. Okay, just keep this going. At this point, okay, character is gonna make from here, this position, character needs to quickly run across like a parkour. Needs to go to the other side. So if you're used with a platforming game, I guess this should be quite natural. Okay, character is on the platform and needs to run over, needs to jump. Okay, this is like if this is a cut, it might be too fast. So at this point, the camera actually should follow the character. Maybe, but you draw it first. Character can jump really far. At some point, he needs to do like a climbing, so it's not it's not like just a boring jumping, and I think climbing is gonna be more interesting. Okay, this at this point, this is the crazy one. Maybe the character is turning into balls, and yeah, just to get the idea across. I'm just doodling using my mouse. Okay, if I use like a stylus, maybe it's gonna be more clear. I mean, it's not as sketchy as this. At least you understand what the character is doing. Now is on this platform. He or she wants to climb up. Just stick itself into the wall. Start climbing up. So at this point, maybe the camera also needs to follow the character, not just like making a cut. So once you have like this kind of doodle storyboard, you start to understand, okay, that's really what's gonna happen. So you need to draw, maybe make another animatic, and from the animatic then you can break it down into different shots and different scenes and blender scenes with a proper character. At least now we know what's going on. So if you ever need to animate your character, maybe if you represent it with the monkey head, so from that point, okay, I use the 3D cursor for that, so the character is more or less in the right position. You can always reposition it in the 3D view. Okay, see, the character makes a jump, and in order to do that, okay, this monkey head also needs to go there. We need to snap it. We might want to turn on snapping and snapping on the face or volume face. Yeah, something like that. Characters keep moving. From that camera, you can see the monkey needs to be there. The monkey goes there. Let's jump into here. Turn off the snapping. We don't need the snapping because the monkey is already in that position. This is like a quick and rough animatic. Just planning the actions. If you're like a movie director, I think this kind of thing is quite relaxing in a way. I mean, it would be nice if the whole thing is just interactive, and you have like Super Mario character and you're actually interacting with the character. I mean, yeah, you need to have like a video game rig to do that. So you see, this is the 3D view, this is animated, this is the camera view, and now character is up there, and look at the camera. So you have the whole actions. I mean, it's not like proper animatic, but at least as a director, or yeah, as the director, you can now understand the whole situations and then how long this might take. This is like, I didn't time the actions. I think this is probably too slow or too fast. You can always adjust the camera as well. This marker, this camera, you can always grab it and then tap G, tap the marker and then G, and you can change the timing of the camera until you're happy, because now you know how long this is gonna be, more or less, and then you need to do like the shot and then make a cut and edit anyway. So yeah, the whole thing, if you scrub it, sometimes when you scrub it, the whole thing, you can time it better. Okay, this should be faster, and you know, okay, that should be faster. Once you scrub the whole thing, and then you just take a screen capture and then you retime the whole thing based on what you're scrubbing. I think when you scrub, you know, okay, that's how fast I want it to be. So like, it's not like this is like 10 seconds of animations, but if you're scrubbing, okay, character is there looking around, make a jump, quick jump, and okay, this is just like super fast. Character maybe at this point maybe it's a bit slower, climbing up. Oh yeah, when I say maybe the camera needs to follow the character, maybe view camera, at this point maybe we want the camera to animate a little bit. Okay, from this point, tap I, we want to keyframe the location and rotations. From at this point we want the camera to be there, so camera can follow the characters a little bit, and then maybe even keep framing the character and then cut. Yeah, this is also where when the camera can follows instead of cut. Yeah, all right, so that's basically how I would one way to, we can use grease pencil and blender to plan the shot. You can use this as an animators or storyboard artist. For my own production, because it's one person productions, I need to do everything myself, so I think this is a nice way to do it. And so that's thanks to the add-on, stored view as add-on. And yeah, so obstacles, grease pencil, and maquette. So the grease pencil itself, if you know grease pencil, you can have multiple layers and multiple materials with grease pencil. So that, keep that in mind, maybe that could be useful. Here I'm using noise just for fun, so we never have like a static grease pencil, it's always like slightly wobbly. But anyway, that's animating camera, just planning the rough action using grease pencil in front of cameras. Hopefully you find it useful. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.